EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Baltimore Ravens.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
It's the battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolutely perfect fit.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
J.K. Dobbins.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's got Snead. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Smith. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Big loss on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he rifles one incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Smith picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Dobbins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Baltimore.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Washington, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick
So
off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And a Raven first down.
Jackson going to run. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Smith. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
44-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
3rd and 13.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
It's saying they pay me, I'll do this for free.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 38 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson going to run. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 yards on the pickup. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Washington football team.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on second down. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Big yardage that time for Washington. 48 yards on the ground.
48 yards.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gibson, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, it's Gibson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Third and 2, Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 80. Touchdown.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Saints nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, the man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Saints nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the 24, Smith. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Breeze.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson taking it in.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film? To try something from the 15 on the PAT?
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Or conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon.